Hey guys, we're back. What's going on? I'm Shane.
Zach.
I'm James.
We're back. What the hell are we, Zach? James, where are we?
Zach, you tell him.
We just finished the episode. We're a gigantic hobo's
Ah,
talk.
where are we now?
Where are we now? Yes.
Where are we?
Oh, so you're talking about the fucking... Okay, we're in still in the house that I'm renting.
Yeah.
But we're in the...
Yeah.
Just forever now, it'd be called the recording room.
Yeah, we are in one of Zach's spare bedrooms. We set up a studio in here. So we went from my attic to his kitchen table to here. But I'm sure some people who watch our reactions, we're going to jump around a little bit because we recorded quite a few things, the first couple of weeks. So
Yeah.
In the loft at your house.
Yeah, but I'm really glad to be here. I think it looks and sounds better, so hopefully you guys enjoy. I'm really excited to get Rick and Morty. What happened last time, Jamie?
Well, last episode, they got in the body of that big guy. What was that guy's name?
Well, he wasn't big yet.
Yeah,
he was a hobo. I can't remember.
He was a hobo. I can't remember
He was
his
a
name.
hobo.
Yeah.
They couldn't get out.
Yeah.
And
he died.
Made him.
He died like so quick. So because he died.
His cock fell on the Rockies.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Cock on the Rockies.
Cock on the Rockies.
And then he exploded. He blew up. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I just say we start the next one. Okay, season 1, episode 4, Rick and Morty, M. Night Shaym-Aliens.
Brilliant. Very convincing.
Convincing?
Oh, responsive too, in real time. I love it.
Okay.
I'm going to work. Morty, good morning. Dad, good morning. I am going to work. Goodbye.
What's with Mom?
That's very
What's with
weird.
Mom?
What is 5 times 9?
It's, at least 40.
Morty, that's exactly correct. 5 times 9 is at least 40. Come up here. This is the...
If you tell us, I'll be your girlfriend.
You will?
Seems like a rare opportunity, Morty.
Oh, Morty, come on. There's a family emergency.
There. If he leaves, I'm doing him an F.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
I think I was about to get
It's the
married.
last thing Rick
Take a
cares
shower
about.
with me, Morty. What? Listen to me, Morty. Get your clothes off and get in the shower right now, Morty. You gotta trust me, Morty. They won't monitor us in here.
Monitor us? Who?
Nigerian scammers, Morty. The galaxy's most ambitious, least successful con artists. It's lucky for us that they're also really uncomfortable with nudity.
Oh, come on, Rick. If everyone...
Sir, we have a situation over here.
If there's a wiener on that monitor,
Something is drawing on processing power.
I'm sorry. Well then, problem solved. Oh wait,
That's the guy from
there's
Men in
still
Black.
Another human in here. Who
The
is
glasses.
he?
Rick's son-in-law, Jerry
Bald.
Smith. So far, he hasn't...
Remember he's smashing the cockroaches when Vincent D'Onofrio walks in
I
there?
remember that, yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
I actually can't remember now.
Look, that guy's putting a bun between 2 hot dogs.
I don't know, Rick. I mean, I've seen people do that before.
Look at that old lady. She's
looks
walking
familiar.
a cat on a leash.
Mrs. Spencer does that all the time, Rick.
Look, I don't want to hear about Mrs. Spencer, Morty. She's an idiot. All right. There. What about that, Morty?
Okay, you got me on that one.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Are you sure
Yeah,
you
that's
haven't
pretty
seen them
weird.
somewhere in real life before?
Simple question, gentlemen. What are apples? Excuse me. I give you your new slogan. Well, say something. Do you like it?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Yes.
I sold the idea?
Yes.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You guys' eyes.
Hey, I just sold my first pitch. Slow down.
Looking good.
My man. Hey, I'm going to make love to my wife.
Looking good.
Slow down. My man.
We're glitching into the tree.
All the ladies say yeah! Everybody over 30 do this with your hand. Everybody with a red shirt, jump up and down.
Yeah, don't move.
So awkward, man.
So awkward. This world has some serious issues.
Walk in a circle.
Or I should say dimension.
You like that? Now who's done
Good God.
You hungry for apples?
I gotta write that down. Are you hungry for apples?
Oh my God. That's the best sex I've ever had in my life. It's too good.
Come here, Morty. Gotcha.
Come on, quit it, Rick.
Whoa. Nothing wrong with just a little bit of horseplay every now and then, little fella.
Mr. Marklovitz, do you have a minute to talk?
Yes.
Hungry for Apples is just a ripoff of Got Milk.
Yes.
I'll just back up my desk.
Yes.
The milk people don't have a patent on simple rhetorical questions. There's not even a single word in a...
Huh. I thought I entered the code right.
It was a setup.
Because it looks like you're inside a simulation. Inside a simulation.
Sir, the doctor's appointment to examine the discoloration on your butthole flaps was...
Too loud, Cynthia.
That once happened to me.
I did that to you one time. We were playing basketball. But I didn't pull your underwear down.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
What the hell?
Oh,
No.
it's heartbreaking.
Jerry? What are you doing here? Why are you dressed like a waiter? Screw it. We don't have time. Come on.
Screw it, we don't have time.
I just pull my pants and underwear down and just be running through there naked.
Right.
It'd be like high school.
SpongeBob. Almost look like SpongeBob.
Kind of.
It's I guess a Pop-Tart, but still. One character almost looks like Mitt Romney.
The guy says yes?
Yes.
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 What are you doing, Morty? There's no time. Oh, no. What the? No.
You're inside a simulation of a simulation inside another giant simulation. We never had the recipe for concentrated dark matter, but we do now. We do now, sucker.
You simulated my grandson's genitalia? You bunch of diabolical sons of bitches.
Kevin fought real hard to supervise that project.
You said you weren't going to tell anyone. I'm never going to live this down.
Oh, and by the way, I don't have discolored butthole flaps. That was part of the simulation.
Sir, should I cancel that appointment then?
Yeah, of course you should. No, keep it. Move it up, actually.
That's great.
Hey, Jerry, don't worry about it. So what if the most meaningful day of your life was a simulation operating at minimum capacity?
You know what, Rick? You should try having a little respect for the dummies of the universe, now that you're one of us.
Maybe you're right, Jerry. Maybe you're right.
And the final ingredient?
Wow! What the hell? What happened back there?
Why don't you ask the smartest people in the universe, Jerry? Oh, yeah, you can't. They blew up.
It's just the smartest people in the universe, Jerry.
You're fired.
But this idea was tested in a state-of-the-art simulation.
Well, then it was a terrible simulation. Get out. Man, how does a guy like that go home and have sex with his wife? All right, Reggie. You little son of a bitch. Are you a simulation? Are you a simulation? You little son of a bitch. I'm sorry, Morty. You're a good kid, Morty. Jeez. You're good. You're a good kid.
Oh my god! Oh, what the hell? What a life!
Wow.
All right. Holy crap. Okay. So, that was the episode, gentlemen. What do you guys think?
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I had a little trouble at times keeping up with it, but I think it really all came together at the end.
Why don't you ask the smartest people in the universe, Jerry?
Yeah. So
Oh yeah, you can't. They blew up.
this show is a cartoon. It's an adult cartoon, but it deals with some really big ideas. It does it in a funny way. I wonder if Rick knew the whole time, or if he was constantly, every time they put him in check, he would move his piece.
Right.
Because he's, I think he's really smart, but he's not all-knowing, so he can adjust when he needs to.
Absolutely. I think this was the first time I've seen him rattled, because you saw in the after credits, he still didn't know 100% sure if he was still in the simulation.
Yeah.
When he held Morty down with a knife.
Yeah.
And I think
You son of a bitch!
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah. The idea that in the very beginning, when Morty would say, "It's a beautiful day, Rick." You know, he's like, "Oh, sure, Morty." And at the very end,
Very convincing.
in the last simulation, it was like Morty himself. He was such a good simulation that when he started phasing out, he started freaking out a little bit.
Yeah.
Like virtual Morty. He's like, "What's going on?" You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just a funny idea.
There better not be a wiener on that screen.
No, I know. The idea that these Nigerian scammers just hate nudity.
Man, I tell you what really got me with this episode was this a little bit more emotional, sad, I will say, than some of the other episodes, than any of the episodes, just because Jerry. I felt really bad for Jerry.
Are you angry for apples?
He didn't realize that he was in a simulation.
Man, how's that guy go home and have sex with his wife?
He didn't realize he was in a simulation, and all of his dreams were coming true that day, and it was just ripped away from him.
He's an idiot,
just
dude.
Ripped away
it's so
from
funny,
him.
though. Yeah.
Pop-Tarts.
Yeah. The Pop-Tart thing, the toaster thing, because he's asking Morty, like, what about that, Morty? You ever seen that, Morty? Huh? Oh, I think I just want breakfast or
You're really good little guy, Morty.
Yeah.
Starts his name.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, and just, like, for me, the funniest part. For me, it's when they were trapped and he just pulled down Morty's pants.
Oh, that was hilarious.
And they're like, oh.
You know, and what I thought of in that moment was, you just go back to this show has such a fixation on genitalia, male genitalia.
It does. No.
Most of my favorite moments in this show come from Rick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rick he's hilarious. Yeah.
Well, what's funny about Rick is, and I think all three of us can probably say this, in some ways we can see some parallels between some of our relatives and Rick.
No,
a little bit, except they're not geniuses.
They're not geniuses.
Yeah, but they're drunks.
But I tell you what, of course, I saw some parallels again with Back to the Future, with the Nigerians. I can't remember what they're called.
Nigerians and
in Back to the Future, Albanians or something. I can't remember what they're called in Back to the Future.
Holy shit!
Albanians.
But I can't remember. He stole.
Yeah, he stole the plutonium from...
Yeah, plutonium.
Fuck, I can't remember. Damn it.
Yeah, so Back to the Future parallels there. And then another thing that got me is the Droopy. The Droopy reminded me, and I told you this story recently.
I've been pantsed as well. I actually wrote that down. If any of us... Okay, so go ahead and tell your story.
Yeah, so I was at Washington School. It was a hot summer night. So I took off my shirt. And it might have been because you play shirts and skins a lot of times when you play basketball, right?
Yeah.
So I just had shorts on. Red shorts, I still remember, to about my knees, no shirt on. And
you were fucking lean, you weren't fat.
I was lean, I wasn't fat, thank God. But there was a bunch of people there playing basketball, 5-on-5, and a bunch of girls. And that's where the girls were hanging out.
Yeah.
So we're running up and down the court, and one of the older kids comes up behind me.
How old were you?
I was probably 14, 15.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I was in 9th grade.
Okay.
I'm standing there during a little break. And I think I remember having my hands up in the air like this, stretching. Next thing I know, somebody comes behind me, whoop, Droopy. And I'm standing.
Pants, underwear?
Pants and underwear both. I'm standing at 5th and Washington on the basketball court, butt ass naked. And let's just say...
It was cold that day.
It was cold that night. It was a hot summer night. It was cold that night.
What?
Wasn't much going on down there. And, all the girls saw. So that was pretty unpleasant. And,
yeah.
I'll tell you what, for a few weeks after that, I avoided some of the girls at school. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Well, hey, you know what? I remember we were playing basketball on 9th Street at the court. And I gave you a Droopy, but you had your underwear on.
Right, yeah.
And there's a bunch of people there. I just pulled him down. I don't know why. What the hell was on it? Do you remember?
I probably chased him down and tried to beat his ass.
You probably did. I was fast back then.
He was fast.
I wasn't chubby as I was now. Have you ever been pantsed? Never.
Because you were always the biggest kid.
You're always the big one.
And I knew you would just snap him in half.
Alright, so do you remember when I was at the Betsy Mills, I got fucking pantsed?
Yeah, I do.
It was the only time I got pantsed. I was in preschool.
You were in preschool?
At Betsy Mills, yeah. So he was like, him and his gang of hoodlums, they sit at the rock on the park, in the Betsy Mills Park.
Wow.
I go up there and eat. I go up there and try to talk to him, but he was like, "Oh man, you can't talk to me right now, man. I'm with my kid. I'm with my gang, man." So fucking, I'm not gonna say his name. I'm gonna get sued for something else. But fucking, this kid comes up, pulls my pants underwear down, and they're all laughing. I'll never fucking forget it. Alright, then I got him back, like in high school, years later.
If you got him back, that's all that matters.
Did you pants him in high school?
No, I didn't.
We can't talk about that either,
No,
probably.
no.
Okay.
Something better though.
I got him better. Yeah.
You always see when you get somebody back, you always have to, raise the bar a little bit.
I definitely raised it.
Okay, that's good.
But I'll never forget that. The shame and humiliation.
Pay him back with interest.
I did. So that's the only time I was ever pantsed. Yeah. So you got pants at least twice, and I got pants once.
Yeah. I'd say mine was worse.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
It was pretty
but
bad.
I was a little kid, so.
I've never been pantsed, so.
It's a hell of a story. Yeah, the idea that was a simulation. Some of the conversations. Like IGN published an article recently, and I skimmed it. It's just basically, I think it was some Harvard or Stanford graduates or someone in that department, someone in one of these departments at one of these prominent schools, basically did a study. Said there's a 50-50 chance we're living in a simulation. And I was like, well, I don't know about that, so I didn't read it. But, the idea that we're living in a simulation.
Yeah.
Which is just kind of funny because, we had that part where they were at the rock concert and they had to make the game, they had to make the simulation crash by making it so busy. And then they had to run to the edge of the simulation. That was funny.
It's funny you mentioned that, the study, because I used to work with a guy that believed that we do live in a simulation.
Yeah.
And he believed that each cell in your body was an individual world, individual simulation, and we're in one cell in somebody's body right now.
You believed it.
I don't believe it. He believed it.
He believed it.
He believed it. And he went through the whole thing. I won't bore everybody with it, but it was pretty out there.
It was like going back to the Men in Black thing with Tobias.
Well, maybe
this episode, when they're playing with the marbles at the end.
Yeah, maybe they can Men in Black. Yeah. All right, guys. I think that's really about it. Do you guys have anything else to say? You wrote down a lot, so I just
I
want to cut you off.
wrote a lot. I think we've pretty much covered it. It was a really good episode. Like I said, I think it really came together at the end when we realized that Rick either knew or had a pretty good idea that he was in multi-levels of the simulation.
Yeah. No, that was... I love Rick. The only thing sad about this episode for me is we didn't get a real Morty until the end. I do have a question. Did you have any idea what was going on at first?
I had... Right about the time
because you've seen enough
the code,
that
it kind of seemed like something's fucking going on.
Yeah,
this isn't really what's happening. It's not gonna be as simple as.
Well, I wasn't sure in the classroom when they were asking for dark matter, and it was like, "Hey, I'll be your girlfriend."
Yeah, it's just from the beginning of the episode when he's asking him. That's very convincing, Morty. And you kind of caught on something was up.
Well, when he said 5 times 9 is 40, and then he got caught up there to teach the class, I had a feeling that something weird was going on.
Yeah. But with the intro, though, they show the Morty with the robot face.
Mm-hmm.
His face falls off. It gets kind of where I was going with it at first.
Okay.
Since they already kind of fed you that, something's up. Maybe they're replacing them all, their replicants, to something to that extent. And then the simulation and all that shit came about. So you kind of had an idea that things weren't really as they seemed, but... I didn't know it was a simulation, obviously.
I love this episode. I love this show. I'm glad you guys are catching up. All right, guys, I think that's it. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Not a damn thing.
All right, let's go to the next freaking episode right now. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Rick and Morty with us. If you like us, you want to support us, just like and subscribe. Turn on the notification as well. If you have any questions, if you have any constructive criticism or whatever, or high praise, just put in the comments below. I try to check as much as I can. Okay, so have a good day.